Should we call Bella Hadid? This helps me stay controlled and grounded. But I feel like every time I do something, it just fails. Like, have you found the plot? The two of my functioning friends are busy with life, you know. I'm just at this point okay with being everything and nothing at the same time. I don't know. That I feel like I should just be comfortable with saying I don't know and keep it pushing. Now, because if I start to like think about what I'm gonna record, I'm gonna lose my barnacles. Hold on. Let me find a hat so I look presentable, even though it's 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. Have you found the plot? Sorry y'all for that huge ass pimple that's like brewing on the side of my head. La, 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 la. I wanted to film. I lost my train of thought, but I basically have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I feel okay. Sorry, I'm gonna actually rant while I clean my room because I needed someone to talk to. But I have not a clue in the world to what I'm doing. Not with YouTube, not with school, not with work. And I feel like I'm supposed to be a little bit more developed at this point. Like, I mean, it's the 20s, but I'm not even 20 yet. I feel lost. Like, I don't know. Like, this is where I start ranting about just random things. But it's like, I thought I don't have a clue in the world to what I'm actually doing. Because I feel like I knew what I wanted to do, like, 3 days ago. Like, I was really like, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. And 3 days later, I'm a lost goose. A very, very lost goose. I would love to finally stick to one thing, but I feel that my glitch in the matrix is never knowing what I'm doing next. Like, someone is like playing bingo on my life, and then like they're just not winning. They're not winning right now because I feel like I had an idea of what I was kind of working towards, but I feel like every time I do something, it just fails, like in the most unemotional way. I don't know. I feel like I need music. Just me? How was your day, by the way? I didn't even start off by saying like, hi your day, how you doing? Nothing. Just I don't know. I also feel like I'm very awkward on camera. Anybody else? I think I'd be a lot less awkward on camera if I just talk more like this in the more casual sense and not in the professional filming aspect of like what I usually do. Like my usual day in life, so I'm like, I try to shut up as much as possible because again, nobody really likes to hear me yap. Back on topic. It's really hard to feel like you ever know what you're doing when it's like being between the ages of like 18 and like 25 is so weird because why do I know people that I went to middle school with that are on their like second degree, that, you know, make $1 million, that are in jail, that are on their third kid, like this is the lore? Is it me? Should we call Bella Hadid? Cause I feel like I think about like the age group I'm in, and it's like, how did I get tossed into this matrix? Like, and I swear we were all in the same place like a year ago too. Like, as soon as you graduate from high school, sorry, give me 1 second. It's like everybody's doing their own thing, but it's like, you will never predict some of the things that people, oh my gosh. Yeah, hold on, I'm moving the camera angle just a little bit because y'all not even seeing what's really happening on this side. But where was I at? Like, just being in your like 20s, which I don't even think that counts for me because I'm not old. I'm not 20. You would think I am, but I'm not. If you actually check my description box, you would know how old I am. But I don't know y'all are gonna even make it past this point of the video. So if you have, hi. I'm like literally talking to myself in my room, but I always do this. It's just now I have a camera to actually yap to, you know, because the two of my functioning friends are busy with life, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Which again is another weird point about being in your 20s. It's like you have friends, but it's like the other chunk of your friend group literally fell off the face of the earth as soon as you guys graduate because they have work or they're paying their own bills or, you know, again, in jail, on drugs, something like that. Am I gonna get demonetized for that? I mean, YouTube, remember when YouTube used to let everything slide? Like, I'm old, so I'm like old in like internet terminology. So I was on YouTube when it was at its prime, when like people were dumping cinnamon in their mouth for views, and when that one dude with the lipstick, y'all remember them? They used to sing parodies, and it was like this Filipino dude and this white dude, and then the white dude ended up going to date Lori DIY, and she used to be really big too on YouTube. I was here when My Life as Ava was like jumping back when Schoolisha was a real thing. Like, I was there. Like, and even in like the early 2010s when Glow with the green lipstick and Simply Nailogical was really big, I was there. And YouTube used to be so unsupervised because you used to be able to go to like any video and you used to like click on it and you would think it's the video, but then it would be like the duck song, and then they'll have like guns in it, or they'll have blood, or they'll have gore, or something along the lines of something. That was my era of YouTube. You know, before everybody wanted to, you know, become a celebrity through YouTube. But YouTube used to be so like unhinged. Like they used to let literally everything slide. Now I feel like that same energy has transferred to, unironically, I feel like YouTube Kids being the unsupervised one is so funny to me, because YouTube should be the one that's like unsupervised, but it be YouTube Kids. YouTube Kids is scary. Like, now I'm not on the kid side of the internet, but the way like unsupervised internet is now compared to like what it was back then, like to us unsupervised internet was like, I don't know, parodies, swear words, like just dumb videos, like brain rot videos. I feel like YouTube Kids be like encouraging kids to like jump off their roofs and stuff. I'm like, what the flip is going on the other side of the planet? Hello? Is anybody worried about their kids' health? I can't spell to save my life. And then I remember that like, I could really go into my spelling deficiencies. I'm very convinced I have dyslexia. Yeah, I actually think I am, because even when I write, I stumble over my words. Like, I just be cutting off words. Like, my head is going faster than my hand, which I don't think equates to dyslexia at all. But I also like I feel like I read things backwards, and I feel like I've been doing it for years, and I just never got it checked because, you know, I just don't think my problems are as important as other people, so I just neglect my problems because I think it would be easier as a kid to like make sure I don't want my parents to suffer because I'm suffering, so like I just never let them know when I'm like in pain or anything until I'm like absolutely at the point of unbearableness, and then they'll be like, why didn't you tell me anything? And I'm like, well, because I didn't want to burden you, you know? Is that to elder sibling core, or am I just like, is this like the norm? Like, are we good? Because I feel like I do that for so many things, and that's why like I'll have issues and I just ignore them. That can't be good. But in a way, it's kind of training me to be an adult, because like if I snapped my like arm or whatever, God forbid, like I would rather like drive myself to the hospital instead of call an ambulance, because hello, other than like the fact that I'm literally on insurance right now, which is like saving life literally, without said insurance the ambulance is like $5K. I don't think I've ever seen $5K in my life, and I've worked for like 3 years, okay? So in a way, the training serves its purpose by not dealing with things until the very last minute. Unhealthy? Maybe. But that's beyond me. Speaking of insurance, oh my gosh, the freaking people not getting their fire insurance is so crazy to me because as a company, like, you suck. Like, whose fault is this? Because how is your, like, life on fire right now and you pay $40,000 and I'm not getting $40,000 back? Nobody else finds this crazy? And it's just weird because even though those things are happening, you know what the government's worried about? A TikTok ban. I don't know what time or if this video is ever gonna see the light of day, but why there's a TikTok ban actively like processing while California is on fire, while we can't pay for our groceries. This is gonna get political, but I don't really care because A, nobody ever sees my videos, and B, politics is life. And once people realize that, they'll be a lot more inclined to really look at the root issue of things and be aware and, you know, pay attention. And I could really go into that lore too, but I need to stay on track because I swear I'm just like jumping from idea to idea and y'all not even really listening, like, you know? Like Jaden Smith was really ahead of his time. Like, let's really talk about the political and economic state of the world because there's just so many things that go down and you're like, what? And it's really easy to feel helpless in, like, when, like, you feel like your world is crumbling around you. I feel like my way of taking control of, like, when the world is falling, or I feel like the world is falling because I'm dramatic, is literally filming videos like I'm doing right now. Like, instead of having, you know, a person to talk to, I feel like my glitch in the matrix with just kind of taking control of situations I can't control is literally just, what was I on? Like, I just keep rambling, bro. I swear I was talking about something important, but I lost my train of thought. I feel like my glitch in the matrix is whenever I feel like utterly out of control or I feel like something comes up in my head, I film it and then it never makes it to the internet, but I film it anyway because I think this is my way of being in control of what I can't control. I'm already a control freak as it is and I'm trying not to be, but I can't help it sometimes. It's really hard to just let it go. Because if I let it go and it's just going and it's not going the way I want it, then it's just gonna keep going, and I like not basically being able to manhandle it to be how I want it to be is one of my biggest problems as a person. Trying to be in control of things that are not meant to be controlled or that are, I guess, out of your control drives you insane. It will drive you insane if it hasn't already. And so, even though I really never know like what I'm doing and I feel very lost and confused, I realize a lot of people my age also feel lost and confused. They just don't vlog it and put it on the internet for, I don't know how many people are gonna see this, probably like 10, because, you know, I'm not famous yet, but when I am famous, hopefully this will be my like autobiography and then they'll like write it down and make it a whole thing. In the real sense, this helps me stay controlled and grounded. Like, if I hear my own words back, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like, I can be my own person here. Like, I don't have to be anything else because this is just me, or just you watching me. So I guess in all realness and in all actuality, filming, vlogging, creating content is my thing. I just feel a lot of times very lost with it because I don't feel like it gets the traction it deserves. I gas my work up a lot and I don't know. I was just thinking about this not the other day, but probably a few hours ago, because I was really feeling just confused with my content because I don't want my content to feel so selfish. And this could be for any content creator, but I don't want to feel so selfish a lot of times. And I feel like I am, and I'm not at the same time, and it bothers me, but it doesn't bother me. And you see what I mean? Like, I don't know what I am or who I am. Like, it's hard to explain trying to find a happy medium between, like, all of your types of personalities and all your types of things and all of your types of experiences. How do you create like yourself within your experiences is one of my biggest things. I always feel like I'm just walking on eggshells. It's so hard to explain. Like, I don't always feel like myself, but I am myself. I'm authentically myself, but it doesn't feel real. I feel fake a lot of times, and it's really hard to explain how I'm not, like, who am I? I'm just fake. Like, I'm just here. Like, people, like, there's so many people out there who just know what they're meant to be from, like, a young age, or who don't know what they're meant to be and still go for it anyway. And I feel like I'm very in between that and that. Like, I'm normal. Like, I'm not on either extreme, if that makes sense. So it's really hard to either go for certain things or to be like, I don't want to go for that because I know I'm supposed to be doing this. But is anybody really even catching my drift? Is anybody even watching this far enough to be like, girl, I agree with you, or what the flip are you talking about? You know? This is really, I think, even for me. This is just for me. I don't feel like this is for anybody else, because nobody else is going to watch this. So, I mean, when I do figure it out, how do you even know it's the right thing for you to be, or the right thing for you to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And I don't know if that's okay. Because I would like to be able to know what to do so that I could, like, go in whatever direction. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no rule book to being me. I'm just me. Unfortunately, the rest is still unwritten, or whatever. That song, I would sing the song right now, but I can't sing. Sorry, I just had to go on that rant because I just really was thinking about it. I was like, I'm just wondering. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. That doesn't. I'm just standing here yapping with y'all, and I'm supposed to be like cleaning up my desk, but I'm just wondering. Yeah, that's my conclusion. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it because I feel like I can't even stick to one thing. I just kind of want to do everything, and then everything just concludes to nothing, and then I'm just doing nothing sometimes. And sometimes I have the craziest ideas, and then they go through, and then they're amazing. And then sometimes I have the craziest ideas, and no one will ever see it because I'm too, like, not insecure to, like, really put it out there, but just feel like they suck. I don't know. That I feel like I should just be comfortable with saying I don't know and keep it pushing. Because trying to unpack what I think I'm supposed to be makes me just not want to be anything. I want to be everything, but I can't be everything. I just am. You know? Is my room clean? I feel like my room won't actually look clean unless I, like, vacuum my floor. But I'm not about to do that at 10 p.m. So, but yeah, if you're actually watching this far enough to be like, yeah, she's talking too much, I feel like no one's gonna watch this. So I think if I post it, it's like, okay, well, now you just have something to hold on to you. Like, you have a memory. Okay, I think my camera is actually gonna hate me if I, like, let this run. I usually don't let clips run for too long because they take a lot of storage. But let me know, like, anybody else worry about their health? About the political and economic state of the world? About themselves? Like, I feel like I always talk to myself, like, and I feel like if no one's gonna see this and I watch this back and it's for me, then it's like, I'm happy I was able to just talk to myself about it and just kind of get to know, I'm just at this point okay with being everything and nothing at the same time. That's where I'm at right now. And actually talking to myself kind of helped me with that because I was really feeling like some decision paralysis earlier, but now just being able to hear out loud, I'm okay with being everything and nothing at the same time. Someone cue Brent Fires. People hate me and they love me at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna